In this video, I'm going to be ranking a load of PRS guitars from the 2024 lineup. PRS guitars are probably my favourite guitar brand, so I'm kind of biased here, and I'd like to stick them all in God tier or love it, but I want to fill up all the tiers, so I'm going to have to find some that I don't really like, and that's going to be quite hard, so it should be quite fun. I mean, the PRS lines now, they've literally got something for everybody. Every kind of price bracket is covered, so there's a lot in here. I've tried to pick a few from the SE and the S2 and the core range. Obviously, these are just my opinions. It's subjective, and none of this is fact. If I insult your favourite guitar, I'm sorry in advance. Please don't take it personally. Let me know what you think down below in the comments. So let's get started. So we'll start with the CE24, which used to be part of their core series, now is part of their bolt-on series, which is it's a bit annoying because as somebody that's always known it for like just a custom 24 with a bolt-on neck, now it's like, oh, now it's not quite the same. It's got a different bridge. It's got a cheaper bridge. The neck, the carve isn't so deep. I'd prefer it if it was still the old one, but whatever. I'm going to put it on pretty cool because it's a pretty cool guitar. Next up is the Core Custom 24, which for me, it's got to go on God tier because it's what a PRS is. There wouldn't be all this other stuff if it wasn't for that guitar. For me, when I picture PRS, that's what I picture. Even though I don't have a 24, I have a 22 and I love my 22. But for me, the PRS Custom 24 is the flagship PRS. Even though it's not their best selling one anymore, more people buy the Silver Sky or the Telly one. For me, it's still the Custom 24. That's the PRS. And now the Custom 24 S2. I don't know what it is about the S2, but it's again the fact that they're not using the same carve. I mean, I'd almost rather go with an SE over an S2. Custom 24 anyway. I'm gonna put it in, it's fine. I can't see myself ever getting a S2 Custom 24. So now the Custom 24, the SE version, this is the 2408. This one I'm gonna put in, I love it. If I was going to buy an SE, it would either be that or it'd be like the new single cut McCarty model. I think they're both brilliant SE models, and anyone looking at an S2, I mean, you can say resale, but look at the resale on the S2. They're just, you can buy a used S2. You can buy a used S2 cheaper than a new SE. That ruins my. I'd buy a used S2. Let's say that. Custom 24 SE with a Floyd. Love it. Love the Custom 24 SE. Love Floyds. What is there to not like about this? Brilliant guitar. A lot of people were like, oh, why would you buy a PRS if you want a guitar with a Floyd? You go with a Charvel or a Jackson. I want a PRS. That's why. So next up is the new-ish DGT, the gold version, the SE. Not really into the gold top PRS thing, but as a guitar, value for money, just getting into the PRS ecosystem or whatever, that's a very good guitar. I don't think I'd go for the gold top version, but I can't put it any lower than C or Pretty Cool, so it's going to live there. So the McCarty 594 core model, I've never been a big fan of it. I've never been a big fan of the McCarty model, the single cut version, so for me it's going to have to go into the Pretty Cool. I don't like the thicker body. Part of the appeal with the PRS is that sleek kind of, not quite Ibanez sleek. Also, I don't really like the look of the tuners. I know it's quite superficial, but I just prefer the look of the standard PRS tuners. But the 594 McCarty single cut, I think that's very cool because it's just a better Les Paul. It's a better made Gibson. It's a better, if you want a really good Les Paul, that's what I would buy. It's going to play amazing out of the box. The build quality is going to be perfect. It's going to sound exactly how you want it to sound. I would never buy a Gibson Les Paul over that. Unless we're getting into sort of like R8, R9 territory where you want that kind of as it was with the quality, then that's something else. But if you just want a really good Les Paul, buy a PRS. And the S2 version, I don't know why, but this version doesn't annoy me as much as the Custom 24. So, Pretty Cool or love it? I'm not sure. Because I kind of love it. I don't know why this kind of gets more of a pass than the Custom 24 does, but yeah, I'm putting that on Pretty Cool. I'm fine with that. So Paul's Guitar SE, people love this guitar. It's fine for me. The colours, the colour options I don't really like. I don't hate it. I'm not going to put it on the last tier. It's fine where it is. I don't particularly like the core Paul's Guitar with the mini humbucker looking things. I just think aesthetically they don't look right. But he knows what he's doing. PRS Studio Core. I just don't like the look of that middle pickup. Again, I know it's so superficial, but it ruins the look of it for me. So I'm going to put it on. It's fine because I wouldn't buy one with that middle pickup because it just ruins the look for me. So that's it's not a good thing to say, is it really? But it's true. Love the colour of that one though. What is that, like the Arizo Verde? Is that how you say it? Arizo Verde? Brilliant colour. Love that colour. Love all the greens. I love the emerald green. I love the jade burst, I think. Okay, next up is a controversial one, possibly because it's the Santana Core. It's one of their most recognisable guitars. Santana was their first big artist, probably helped make the company. It goes on the note for me because I just hate that shape. I love the Custom 24 shape, the Custom 22 shape, the Santana shape. I just, hate it. That and the mirror, it's not good. Okay, so the SC277 Baritone. I'm going to put that in love it because I love PRS guitars and I love baritones. And again, just like the Floyd Rose thing, people will say, if you want a baritone guitar, why don't you buy a Schecter? Or because I want to buy a PRS. And they play amazing, they sound amazing. Even the SE pickups sound good. I've seen so many of these baritones played live and they always sound really, really good. I would happily have a baritone PRS. I don't have one. I'd like to get one, and I'd be more than happy playing an SE version as well. Nothing wrong with that guitar. So Silver Sky SE, let's start off with the Silver Sky Core first. For me, it's fine. It's a shame to me that PRS, their best-selling stuff is now the 594 and the Silver Sky and the NF53, because as someone who's always loved the Custom 22 and Custom 24, that is PRS to me, and I'm glad that they're doing so well and they're growing so big. It's fine if I want a Strat. Am I going to buy a PRS Strat? Probably. I'm not really a John Mayer fan, so that's the part that puts me off. If they just put it out as their own guitar, I probably wouldn't have as strong as opinion as I do. It's not that I don't like John Mayer, I just don't listen to that kind of stuff. I've tried to, it's just not for me. I can't really ever see myself playing a signature guitar on stage. Or has it already got to like Les Paul status where it's not even a signature anymore? It's just its own thing. Because do people associate it with John Mayer, or do they just see it as, maybe originally they did, but now they see it as PRS's Strat, just a really well-made, expensive Strat? I don't know. But funnily enough, I would have the SE version. Something about it is just like, as an alternative to a Mexican Strat, which everybody has, it's going to be made better than the Mexican Strat because the stuff that comes out of these SE factories is just unbelievable. And yeah, you can get good Mexican. I've got a couple of Mexican Strat and a Mexican Telly, and they're made really well. But the QC and I suppose the downside of it is the resale on the SE Silver Sky, whereas probably a Mexican Strat will hold its value a bit more. But if I just wanted it as a guitar, I'd probably go for the SE over a Mexican Strat. I wish they did some better colours though, because I'm not really into any of the colours too much. Next is the special semi-hollow core model. Not really into semi-hollows, and if I was going to buy a semi-hollow guitar, it probably wouldn't be a PRS, to be honest. They sound good. I've heard them played by lots of bands, and I've played them myself, and they resonate nicely, and I just don't have a need for that kind of guitar. Not really much else to say about that. I'm just not really a fan of hollow bodies. Standard S2. I don't know why, but see, this is what S2 is for me. I want to see it stripped down. I want to see it sort of bare bones. I want to see it, as your own kind of modding platform. You upgrade the pickups, you upgrade whatever. Give it to me basic. Don't do the flame top. Don't do, just give me one of those plain kind of, and let me make it my own. See, that for me, for the S2, that makes sense. Because then it's a different thing. It's not just, I can't afford a core PRS, so I'm going to get this. If you can't afford a core PRS, buy the SE. And again, the standard SE, which is just, by the sounds of it, it's the same as the custom SE, but without the veneer and without the flashy bits. So I think that's pretty cool. I don't have a problem with that one. But I have to be honest, I've never played a standard. I've played the custom SE stuff, but I haven't picked up a standard. So if it is like everybody says, like just the same as the standard, a custom just stripped back, I like that. The Treonti Custom SE, love it. It's a shame that the Treonti is the only single cut guitar that has the proper 25-inch scale length, because I'd like to have a PRS with a 25-inch scale length. I don't really want a signature model. I really like Treonti. I've always, since Creed, I've always been into his playing and his sound, so I don't mind playing his guitar. It's not ideal that I have to buy a signature model to get a 25-inch scale length single cutaway PRS. And then last up is this, which is the Zach Myers SE, and I love the colour. I said that I'm not into hollow bodies, but I don't know why it's a hollow body, because Shinedown, they don't strike me as a hollow body kind of band, but whatever. It's I've played it, it's resonant, it's a very, very nice guitar. I'm going to put it on pretty cool. I'm surprised that I didn't try to sneak another one into God tier, seeing as I'm as into PRS as I am. If I was to choose one, it's because I haven't got the actual Treonti core model, because that would probably have to go into God tier for me. I don't know why I didn't sort that one out, but and I'd like to see him bring back the Custom 22 as well. I don't know, maybe it just wasn't popular anymore because it was part of their catalogue for years. You have the 22 or the 24. Love PRS colours. Vintage yellow, probably my favourite, along with Rize Verde, or the Jade Smoke Burst, which is really, really cool. That is my opinion on this small selection of PRS guitars. Let me know what you think down below. Did I miss any out that you think should have been on the list? Did I put any in the wrong place? Do you disagree entirely, or do you agree? Whatever it is, let me know down below and we can have a chat about it. I'd love to know what you think, and I'll see you in the next video.